I do know that I feel the most myself when I am completely connected to the thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
In that moment, without any fear or worry about outcome, future projections. Like if I'm sitting writing jokes and I'm thinking about how funny they're going to be, they're fucking awful.
Yeah.
But if I'm thinking about ideas and I'm just like exploring or like bantering with somebody else or just having a chat about something and thinking about that shit and I don't get off track, like it's harmony.
Yeah.
To me, it feels like harmony. Like when two people are harmonizing or 5 people are harmonizing and they just make it's all different sounds, but all at once. And it just creates a thing that is all its own.
Yeah.
It's a brand new thing. That sound that 5 different voices can create as one, it can't be sustained, but it's fucking unbelievable. It becomes a thing all on its own for that little period of time. And then as soon as someone realizes that they're doing it or whatever, one of them will pop out, one drops out. You know, it's like takes unbelievable concentration and you have to stay so much on your track. Like if you're trying to harmonize and you start to shift to their other people's tracks and other people's lines, the harmony gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Everything falls apart. And so it's like, it's exactly that. Like if you are on your purpose and you have the discipline and focus to maintain what is important about that purpose and just stay there, you can create unbelievable things. And this is, I guess, where the ego comes in too, is that like, you're like, oh, that was a good idea. That'll be funny. I'm going to say that. And then it just fucks it. You're gone. You're kicked out of the harmony.
Yeah. And that's one of the major challenges with online right now, isn't it? I guess but when people are super successful online, most of the time they are just, you know, getting everything, you know, in ideas and then making a batch of things on the weekend. Whereas if you're running around making a reel today, like you're just scattered, nothing's really happening, right? Like the same with comedy bits. Like I'll sit down to write something, and then you got a new idea, and then it's like 3 hours in, I've just got all these like post-it notes all over the place, like half note things. And then like, especially if I've had a joint, I'm like, oh, all these great ideas are coming in. The next morning you go, I just got tricked.
Yes,
I got tricked by my own brain and I've fucking done nothing. Whereas if you sit down and go, I'm focused on this idea regardless of what happens, you see all these ideas coming up, and then you get the next day like, oh, I've got 1 2-minute bit. I didn't actually sacrifice anything. Like,
yes. Yeah, when you stayed on track, and when I think staying on track too a little bit, John Vervaeke talks about this a lot, and I'll probably bring him up constantly because he's like one of my favorite people, but is that vertical depth is super important for finding meaning. Whereas our culture right now is really horizontal. So it's like all splicing of all things all at once. Like you can watch Netflix while you can scroll on your phone, while you can have a conversation with someone, you can have music on in the background, you can constantly change and chop and whatever you want. Like there's infinite layers of like a horizontal fanning that you can do. But being able to like go into depth on one thing and really like build it out, that's where you find that harmony. Like that's where you find the layers and the structure and the beauty of stuff. And I guess like that was the point too of like why I wanted to do this podcast, because it was like I sit and read all these books. Like I read books. Oh yeah, good. Oh, I'll learn that. And then it's like in and out. In and out. It's like the ego is the enemy. We've both read this book twice now, at least each. And we both, when we're rereading it now, we're like, oh fuck. I forgot this again. Because it's so easy, like it's really hard to vertically integrate concepts and rewire your brain to use the concepts. It's a lot easier to just be like, oh yeah, I read that in a book once, and then in and out. And at the moment while you're reading the book, you think you're so smart. Like you're like, oh, I'm just so enlightened. I'm so yummy. And then like you'll have an interaction with somebody or whatever, and you just act like a cunt, and then you're like, oh, good. Like all of it's gone.